Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Hi there everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm Vanquish, and today we're playing some Coffee Talk once again. Thank you to everyone who came out to the fundraising stream. It was a success by a lot of margins. First 24-hour stream in the bag. We gained quite a few followers that day. We gained about 4, I think, 5 maybe. Speaking of followers, thank you so much to our newest follower, Light Preston, who I met in another streamer's chat the other day. Thank you so much, mate. I hope you're well. I hope everyone else is too. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, thank you to everyone who came out to the stream over the weekend. It was delightful seeing us. Don't get me wrong, there were a few things where I was like, oh, wish I did more. We raised £70 out of the £200, which isn't bad by any means. It just means that I didn't hit the target, unfortunately. So the link is still out there. Wisebot will be. I am here. All Might voice. I can't do the All Might. I am here. No, wait. No, it's not gonna work. Thank you, bro. Glad you're here. But yeah, so you know, £70 by any means isn't bad at all. In fact, thank you all so much for doing that. From the kindness of your hearts over the Christmas period, you know what I mean? That is special. But yeah, not hitting the target, you know, kind of knocked me down a bit. But I'm back now, and I hope to keep going. The donation link will be open still, so Wisebot will be putting in the Just Giving link every now and then. You can go there, and even if you give £1, you know what I mean? It'll be much appreciated. But basically, I've learned that don't be a dum-dum, right? And don't do a fundraising stream literally a week before Christmas. So I've learned some lessons. But yeah, huge success in my eyes, like for personal reasons, like doing 24 hours. I did 17 hours straight, which was more than I thought I'd ever do. And then we hit the 24-hour mark, and it was great. You know, I had a great time with my friends, had a great time talking to you guys, and it was just an overall good experience. So I'm hoping to do one again in July, I reckon. And then the Christmas stream won't be a fundraising stream, it'll just be a Christmas stream for now. But yeah, fundraising stream July, and I'm thinking November. Start of November and end of July. Kind of thing. But I hope you're all well. How are you all doing today? Let me know, get chatting away. But yeah, we're live with some Coffee Talk, so welcome into the chat. Make yourself at home. It's a safe space here. I had someone on stream, 24-hour stream, asked me if this is a safe space for LGBTQ plus people. It definitely is. Welcome yourselves in. It's a safe space for literally everyone unless you're a knobhead. So, welcome. But anyway, hope you guys are well. Hope you're looking forward to Christmas. And Hanukkah's already been, right? I'm not very educated on the other holidays, but I hope you're having a great holiday experience anyway. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? Neil, there is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Neil, can we work here? Excuse me? What? Neil, is it possible for us to work here? Why? Neil, we have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skills improved an awful lot since you arrived. Neil, that is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we've learned. We learn them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. Broski says, I believe we're on the 5th night of Hanukkah, so still ongoing. That's brilliant. Well, I hope everyone's having a great time, a great Hanukkah, you know what I mean? Let us know if you celebrate Hanukkah, if you celebrate Christmas, or you're looking forward to it. What are the other holidays? Hang on a minute. Ooh, I don't know. Happy holidays anyway, folks. Sounds like a good strategy. Neil, that is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers. Neil, that is correct. Not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Neil, oh. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. I'll let you know tomorrow. Neil, oh no. We are sorry for our We are sorry for our spontaneity. We got it. We are sorry for our spontaneity. I think we got it. Neil, but it has to be today. May I know why? Neil, because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Broski says spontaneity. Spontaneity. You say no like no like dappy or like nay. Spontaneity. So I think it's spontaneity. Right? No. Neighbour. Oh, so it's nay. Spontaneity. Oh, I see. It sounded right there. Got ya. Thank you. Okay. Neil, thank you. But with one condition. We won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Neil, understood? There are other things you need to keep in mind. Neil, what is that? Dealing with the customers, some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. Neil, how can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Neil, non-verbal signs. Yeah? Neil, that will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop. Neil, thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Neil, do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. To help keep your suit clean. And to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. Oh fucking hell, here we go again. Differentiate. You don't really need more differentiation. Differentiation. I got it. Fucking spelling. Yeah. But it will make you look more legit for the job. Also, I've swore in 9 minutes. We're getting better, folks. We're getting better. Twitch, I'm sorry, man. Oh my god. That is a very earthling thing to do. It is. Thank you, bro. The bastards. We've swore again. You know why? Because we failed. We absolutely failed, mate. Apparently, you're not meant to swear, right? In the first like 10 minutes of your stream. Otherwise, Twitch says like, "Oi, we see ya, knobber," and they don't put you up on the homepage and whatnot. Like discoverability and whatnot. So we're getting there, you know. But all right then. Are you ready for this, Neil? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Love a bit of Neil. Neil's our alien buddy. welcome. Had to be Freya. It's always Freya. Neil's for real, Broski says. Freya? Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Neil, good evening, Miss Freya. Freya? Hey, Vanquish, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. Never thought this place would be a ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. Oh, Freya, you're dead wrong, mate. Like, I know the character in this game don't need it, but I need all the fucking help I can get, love. Neil, there are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we're actually the person who is getting help from the barrister. Not the only way around, not the other way around. Freya, what? Neil, we have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. Freya, and you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Freya, fair's right. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here? What do you get in return? Neil, now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Freya, well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? Freya, the chief found out. So if you didn't know, Freya, our human friend here, is working on a book, but she also works on newspaper, but she's been using like her job's time to write the book, because she doesn't have enough time to work on the newspaper and the book, etc. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Freya, yeah. How did you find out? Freya, you remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Freya, yeah. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realised immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Freya, write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that? Freya, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. Neil, we do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Freya, huh? You allowed to do that? Neil, we will pay for that drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. Neil, that was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. Neil, so what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Freya, your favourite. Neil, our favourite. Freya, anything. I trust you with the decision. She likes a triple espresso though. That's her favourite. Neil doesn't have a favourite, right? Neil's Neil. So, just gonna do her favourite. She said anything. Oh, I like that. They changed the hand. It's Neil's hand now. That's cool. Neil, here is your drink. Specially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? It's a cute game. I love this game. Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? Freya, I could prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines, and if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood. That sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Neil, excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Freya, I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. Neil, it was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, says Neil. We are glad to hear that then. Freya, that was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Neil, understood? At least we are here to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask. Freya, ask her. Neil, how fast do you write? Freya, not fast enough, apparently. Neil, but do you have numbers? Right, numbers? Neil, how many words do you produce per day? Freya, I don't think I have the exact number, but full time, should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That is a lot. It's a lot. That's a lot. Fair. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. Okay, see, that's not so bad. You know what I mean? But if that was like 5,000 words and it was like completely fucking everything was perfect. Oh. Neil, according to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. Jesus. Freya, that's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. Neil, that is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Freya, let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Right, well, it's a GRA Media, biggest publisher around. Neil, if we count based on the number of words, it seems like you'll be able to achieve your target easily. Freya laughs. Freya, I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. Neil, that is pretty hard to understand. Annabelle, you okay? But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Freya, yup. Neil, Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from language to arts. Freya, right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. Neil, so is it still a valid parameter? Parameter, I think you said. Fair, definitely. Neil, cool. Fair. Laughs. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Neil? Oh, another guest? Neil, good evening, Miss Myrtle. I think her name's Myrtle. Could be Myrtle. I mean, might be a little tonguey tongue spinning there. Oh, I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. No, good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Okay, so she wants a double coffee with a ginger. I think that's it. Coffee with a little bit of ginger. Yeah. Neil says your order is ready. Mel says not bad. Thanks. Neil, you're welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Mel? Thanks. Neil, some people come to coffee just to sit without being disturbed. Neil, oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Mel's visits here. No, actually, I'm here to just sit without being disrupted. Fucking hell, brain. Ah, pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with customers here. Oh, I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Brilliant. Neil, oh. No, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Oh, yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk, start listening the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. You know, that'd be very difficult to achieve, but we will try. Step by step. One small step for you. Freya says, one small step for you. Might be one giant leap for your kind. Neil, that was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Merle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Merle, yeah. Freya, oh, is it Aqua? Merle, uh-huh. Freya, what's the occasion? Well, no special occasion, it's just... It's a big sludge out there. Aqua, I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? Yeah. I already told the barrister. Yeah, someone... Where is Vanquish? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Aqua. Oh, you're safe? Yeah, everything is fine. Aqua. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Feeling better now? Aqua. Yeah. I'm sorry. Neil. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. Aqua, what are you doing here anyway? Neil, we are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. Aqua, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Neil, no problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here is the deal. Aqua, that's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Vanquish. It's nothing really. Aqua, but do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Neil, definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. Freya, as if this place cares about business. Neil, besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Aqua, where do you want to go after this? Neil, Coachella. Freya, what? What are you going to do at Coachella? Neil, according to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Freya, well, you're not wrong, but didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Neil, yeah, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. Fair, I shouldn't say this, but hell. That sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. Neil, we know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Fryer, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? Myrtle, we just want to hang out and talk about our work. Both work in the same field, remember? Aqua, yes, that's it. Are they dating? Is that what it is? I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. Right? I thought your research was in computer graphics. Aqua, yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. No, never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. Aqua, but... Right, wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Neil, excuse me, Miss Fryer. It should be your, not your. Fryer, oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? Not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. Neil, we just know. Right, back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? Aqua, there's quite a lot of things I need to polish or fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. Right, what kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? Well, that depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control and UI/UX. Fair. Huh. Must be fun to have finished working on your creation. Aqua, it surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. Right, you mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job, and if I can't finish a draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. Aqua, I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. Freya laughs. I'm even starting to doubt myself. Aqua, I read some of your short stories, you know? After our first meeting. You know what, she did just remind me. She do that. Hot second. We got Rachel. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing or modelling. Working on a new album especially for you right now. Cool. Right, and then Hendry has a new music enthusiast and father. It is a proper dad-like bio in it. It's just like a few lines. Spanish song. We have. This is the one. Only reason to learn how to fly. It happened again. I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again. She sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette out on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, you know, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way that they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself, you know? You need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. Couldn't blame her. It's not like she was the first we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? of what will come later. I prefer that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. Fuck the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is, something did happen, something too silly to even be discussed, but she knew me. She knew about my problems, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true, I watched one of my favourite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves, someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who'd quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday, the fact that I might have to choose between it. Aside. At least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump. I said. To die. That's not to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that you are scaring, that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell would I still care about all these boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. Nice. That was nice. Aqua, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. Freya, you're too kind. You're too kind, Aqua. Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine. No, you don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Aqua, oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? No. Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. Aqua, I really am sorry. No. I know. I said thanks already, right? Aqua, but you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm. I know that. No. Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? No, burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. No, yeah. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? No, a secret project. I'll tell you on the Friendia. Okay? Fair. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. No, I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or, worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Right, isn't that a dream job for some people? No, that's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you wrote for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. No, my team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping, and so far none of the prototypes have been approved. Fair. Ouch. No, there's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said. Fair. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years. No, sometimes our team works to spoil us. where they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jumped in. Fair. No wonder you folks were considered the 7th Samurai. No, I guess, yeah. By the way, Mo, I just realised. No, what? Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? Well, more or less, yeah. Aqua, when was the last time you had a vacation? Well, before I joined the company, I guess. Aqua, that's like 4 years ago. No, Fair, dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Aqua, yeah, that's why. You need a vacation. No, but I can't just take one. Aqua, you can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... Aqua, I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after. Off. Oh, but where should I go? Aqua, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Oh, you will? Aqua, I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. Oh, what about Max West? Aqua, that's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. No, hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm excited. Fair. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Aqua, really? I'm sorry. Fair. Laughs. Don't be. Aqua. Okay, it's settled then. Need to go home now. Prepare for our getaway. No, I'll come with you. Aqua, to my apartment. No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Aqua, oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Fair, have fun. Take care out there. Neil, may you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. For a vacation, huh? You definitely need one for I know. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first. Neil, as we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? Freya, I'm in the mood for some Ryan. Then please, take your time. Freya, you sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house? Freya, I definitely won't say no. Sorted, mate. You ever get like an itchy ear out of nowhere? Like just really out of nowhere. Like you know when you start feeling tingling and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna need an itch, that's it. This one just attacked me, fam. This one was just like that. Friday, October 2nd. Alright, the headlines, guys. Headlines. New Healthier Fury Sensitive might be available sooner. Action video game rise in hell, blamed for violence in school. And the main one, the Evening Whispers, is with people for stricter gun laws. We are also with that. Welcome. Bailey's. Good evening, Miss Bailey's. Evening. Bailey's, am I the first customer tonight? You are? Bailey's? That's no. Freya's not here? She said she... Oof. She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow riot friends. Bailey's, why not do it here? It's her favourite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time. Just not as much as her. Oh, big yawn. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts or sharing and validating ideas. Bailey's, interesting. They even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realise that's what she says. I just picked up on it. Bailey's, that's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Bailey's, why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well, because you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than Bailey's. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading from me now? I won't say. Bailey's, why? That would break the charm. Bailey's laughs. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction. Bailey's, including our interaction now. Bailey's, man. Now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Bailey's, a hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. Heard that's a good drink for a bit of heart. Oh, Bailey's, you're going through the motions, bro. So you want ginger and cinnamon. It's called a bitter heart as well. Here you go. Bailey's. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks. Bailey's. So, Vanquish. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Bailey's. Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Bailey's laughs. Oh man. Guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Bailey's, now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next? Oh! Freya looks like a state. Hello everyone. Freya, why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. Freya, no I don't. Yeah you do. Freya, no I don't. Bailey's, unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barrister. Yeah you do. What happened? Freya, you'd be better asking what didn't happen. Because the answer would be proper sleep. And decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. Freya, I missed my deadline. Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company, because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'll need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Freya, espresso. Please. She's twitching. She's doing the coffee twitching. I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest, Freya. Freya, just give me the damned espresso. Okay. Freya, this will keep me from falling asleep. Freya, how was the meeting? Freya, it was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice, but that also means things, and not a small number of them, mind you, need to be rerun. Ah, Baileys. Ah, sorry. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that. It's just. I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks, tea, coffee. Might make it through the night. Baileys. She looks horrible. She does. Don't worry about her. She'll finish it. Baileys, this isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time, the stakes are pretty high. Baileys. So, what brings you here today? Baileys. Not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight. And this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. Baileys, I guess you should. Oh no. Baileys, not sure whether I should thank him or not though. Hi Lua. Lua, hi Baileys. So, these two love each other, right? But they're different races. So Baileys is an elf and Lua is a succubus. And basically their families don't like them dating each other. So they've been not dating, I don't think. So this is the first time they're seeing each other in a few weeks, I think, at this point. But yeah, so it's real sad because basically Baileys has the fuck them mentality. Who cares? Like, we've got each other, we'll make each other happy. By the way, like, Baileys as an elf, he has like immortality or something, so he'll lose that if he goes against his family. And Lua is a succubus that basically her family, she loves her family. She's very family orientated, so she can't just say fuck my family kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, she can't do that. But that's where they've came to a standstill because they both love each other. But Lua can't just get rid of a family. And she also doesn't want Baileys to give up his immortality. So they're going through the ringer. Baileys how? Lua how? Baileys, you first. Lua, no, you first. Baileys, I was going to ask how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Baileys, I'm good. Yeah. No, they're not. Lua, I think I need to order something first. Baileys, oh, of course. Go ahead. Lua, hi Vanquish. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? A gingerbread coffee, please. Alright. So, and then that, I feel like that is the one. I think I'm wrong. Nah, it's ginger coffee, it's not gingerbread coffee, you know what I mean? Coffee, milk and ginger, I feel like. It's gonna be coffee, ginger, honey. Milk, ginger, coffee. Nah, see, that's not it. Coffee, ginger, milk. Yeah, it's a ginger latte. I don't think that's it either. Is it gonna be coffee, ginger, coffee? That could be it. Ah, oh, fucking hell. Nah, you know what? We are just gonna do coffee, ginger, and milk. There you go, love. It's gonna have to be that. Here's your order. Noah, thank you. Oh no. I know it's not what you ordered. Noah. I'm sorry, but this is not what I ordered. Sorry. Lua, it's a good coffee though. Shit. Bailey's, how's work? Lua, it's going pretty okay. You? Bailey's, I'm not taking any new jobs that I'm on at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? Bailey's. That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. Lua, it went well in the end. Bailey's. Kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. Lua, how long are you planning to take a break for? Booker redeemed, say hi. Hi Booker, how's it going, mate? And he also redeemed Hydrate. Will do, lad. Will do. How you doing, mate? Booker's using the emotes. Using the emotes. Booker says, I'm all good, just in work. Glad you're okay, mate. Hope you're having a good day at work as well. You're looking forward to Christmas. You celebrate Christmas, right? Yeah. I can't remember if you're... I can't remember. Are you a Catholic or Christian or neither? I feel like we've had a conversation before where you've told me your religion. If you had a religion. Or were we just talking about religion? Booker says, I'm looking forward to a day off. That's good. No, I'm glad, mate. I hope you have a good day off, man. Everyone deserves a good day off now and again. Lewis says, how long are you planning to take a break for? Bailey's, I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. No, what problems are those? Booker says he's a Christian. Well, I hope you have a great Christmas, lad. It's going to be a good time. You going to any of the masses or whatnot? I was actually considering going to the Christmas Eve mass. My mum always wanted to go to one, so I was thinking of doing that this year. I still might. It's just about finding out what church and what time, kind of thing. I know they do like the midnight mass one, which just I respect it, but no thank you. Booker says I might go, not sure. Oh man, I hope with whatever you do, you find joy in it. Baileys, I'll tell you this, but don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Vanquish, who's standing in front of us. Baileys, not even Vanquish. Okay. Baileys, so there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. Look, how can you not be sure? Baileys, we had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Look, why is that? Baileys, I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Look, leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. Baileys, I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Look, why? Baileys, even I'm not sure about that. Pride maybe, or tiredness, or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Lua, Baileys, I have a question. Baileys, go ahead. Lua, what do you think she's feeling right now? Baileys, to be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Lua, why? Baileys, at least it won't affect her professional life that much. Glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. Lua, I think you're wrong. Baileys, really? Lua, if I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as well, as usual. But I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. Baileys, that sounds difficult and uncomfortable. Lua, it is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. Baileys, he must be a pretty cool guy. Lua, he is. Lure, what's next for us, Baileys? Baileys, I don't know, Lure. Lure, I met some new people this week, Baileys, including that supermodel. Lure, you know? Baileys, that girl in the corner told me. Lure, yeah, including that supermodel. Baileys, and how does that make you feel? Lure, like a fool. Baileys, what? Lure, he said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you know? Attitude-wise. You get along with him. I'm the one about Hyde. This is nice. Baileys, Dowlet. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? Lure, a lot. From a certain hipster elf. Baileys, and after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? Lure, I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? Baileys, I have in fact. You met a vampire and I met a werewolf. Lure, laughs. What are the odds? Baileys, what are the odds indeed? Lure, what did your werewolf say? Baileys, not much to be honest, but he made a good point about the importance of family. Lure, Baileys. Baileys, I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family, and I know why that's very important for you, but Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. Lure, what was that? Baileys, I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway, for myself. Lure, you know me, Baileys. Baileys, I don't. Lure, and you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. Baileys, I get why you think that way. Lure, blood is thicker than water. Lure, what should we do? Baileys, Lure. Lure, yes, Baileys. Baileys, please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do, after all. Lure, but you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. Baileys, an outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people sounds great. Lure, you'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life that the elven privilege. Baileys, but it's not a perfect life without you. Lure, what if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Baileys, Lure, I will never blame you for anything. We're talking about who I used to be. That guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need any more life. Because with you, it won't be a life worth living. Right, Baileys. I believe in you. Ah, you're so cute. They did it. Baileys, Lure. Lure, Baileys. Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. Lure, it seems so. Baileys, so what's our plan? Lure, tomorrow's Saturday. Baileys, are we going on tonight? Lure, I'm going to my parents' place. Baileys, oh. Lure, I don't want you to come with me. Baileys, what? That's so southern. Lure, did you already have plans for tomorrow? Baileys, well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them. Lure, you'll be fine. Baileys, you don't want to tell them about this first? Lure, it'll be alright. Baileys, well, they never forbade you from dating other races. Lure, they're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Baileys, okay, this could be a good first step. Lure, it is. Baileys, it's set then. Lure, I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else. Later. Oh, that is cool. story. Happily ever after. Ever after, ever after. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you here in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, in an infinite loop of this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. That's probably the last time Romeo remembers having a really meaningful conversation with Juliet. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, this one also has a beginning, and it begins with an introduction. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from quite a conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesake. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just the icing on the cliched cake. Juliet is a young woman at 20. She also comes from a quite conservative but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're also just like almost every other family in the world. She loves the name her parents gave her, although she hates the fact that her life is so far fulfilling half the cliches of her fictional namesake. Falling in love with a boy named Romeo is unfortunate, but she had no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them study at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who naturally choose to be friends. Fate, however, in the form of a hip young lecturer with an over-enthusiasm for signing group projects, has an unfortunate sense of humour. Is what brings them together. A simple group of assignment in what introduces our young Romeo and Juliet. Even after their first fated meeting, and the many more meetings required to finish the assignment, there's no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she spent a lot of time in the library with. Nor, honestly, does she mean that much more to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about the literally elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. But as time goes on, and as the group assignments keep coming without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet become closer. They both begin to see things in the other that they hadn't noticed before. Though for Romeo, that fact is rather frightening. How could I fall in love for somebody like her? And named Juliet, no less. I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me. Again and again, around and around, his thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. The day is Monday, and Romeo has a class he needs to attend. However, something is different. Normally a relatively anxious fellow he finds going to a class requires a lot of willpower. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get there. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit it to himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he opens the door is look at the specific table, the table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. Fuck, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Juliet is not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in his usual place, Romeo reopens his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, Romeo turns immediately to look and quietly whispers a curse. Again. He is not cursing because he is disappointed. It is not Juliet who enters. He is cursing because he turned to look. A few minutes before the class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a brilliant laugh as she does so. That sound used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world, at least as far as Romeo was concerned, but today it brings a small smile to his face. Fuck, curses Romeo again, after he realises he just smiled at the sound. Is Romeo in love? He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit that. Falling in love with Juliet is dangerous, extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds, they have different skin colours, and they worship different gods. He has no problem with interracial relationships, of course he doesn't, but he never expected it to happen to him. This simply will not do. I need to talk to you. Romeo looks up. Juliet is standing over his table, her jaw is set, but her eyes are worried, and he completely forgets all about his own problems. What's up? He asks. Can you keep a secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good, enough, because I really need someone to talk to. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about the problems she's been facing over the past few months, how they affect her study, about how he's not the first person she's talked to about this, on, and Romeo listens to every word. Eventually Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before she began talking. He doesn't know how to react to what she told him. He tries giving her some advice, really stupid advice he thinks as soon as he said it, but he believes it. It's probably much better than just listening and doing nothing and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. One thing is for sure, Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They've shared a secret now. Even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him, this still makes Romeo happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not. Romeo thinks and then shakes his head like a dog shaking off water. After sharing everything she had wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about lighter topics. Soon they are joking freely, the dark mood of earlier almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romeo asks her something. Why did you tell me all that? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you, and you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing. She shrugs. I guess that's what. You bastard. What Juliet said is true, but Romeo finds it amusing that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone he knows, he can't do that with Juliet. He's not himself when she's around, so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more hopelessly in love with Juliet. It's stupid, he thinks, as someone who's rarely falls so hard for anyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy. And the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years, yet a big wall of cultures, norms and other societal traditions stands between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him, anyway. As weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They start telling each other stories more often, but all of these stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feelings for each other. She's not into me, she's just an extrovert, she's friendly with everyone, Romeo keeps thinking. And it's when he's thinking about that suddenly Juliet comes and sits at his table. So, you said you want to tell me something? It's true. He has already sent a message to Juliet telling her he wanted to talk about something. Oh, wow. Diving straight in it. It's nothing all that important actually, says Romeo. Come on. It's not like you to be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, boy? Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and it feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many student activities she usually partakes in. Juliet answers all his questions, all his thoughts and concerns about how she seems to be removing herself from all the other side activities she meant to shrug off or easily explain. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while the pit opens up in his gut at this thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair after all. Do you know what I used to like you? Do you know that I used to like you? The words come out from Romeo's mouth, out of the blue. He's horrified, even as he recognises that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never mind why he confessed with half a lie. It wasn't planned at all, but when he heard Juliet say anything else, well, it's definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to Juliet for the last few thousand eons, or as normal humans measure time since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and then says, "No, I had no idea at all." Why? What? Why do you like me? What did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason. Oh, of course there is. Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses, blinks slowly and closes his mouth again. Or, not, I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm talking gibberish. Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly, but he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration or instant death. He isn't picky. Okay. I see you as a really strong person, okay? You have a big girly side, but you're also a really strong independent person. Okay, I get that, the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, just look at how you work with all of your assignments and organisations. I definitely could never deal with everything as well as you do, ever. Oh, come on, everybody has something they're good at. You can do things I can't. That's pretty normal, you know. I know, but still, I'm not sure. That's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries looking at Juliet. Just for a moment, he saw a twitch of smile on her lips, but dared not even hope. He ascribes it to his imagination instead. So what's next then? Asked Juliet. To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever. I needed to say it to you even though I know it. It's impossible for me to ask you out, considering all the differences between us. Juliet pauses. Oh, of course. You don't need to say anything though. I just needed to get it out of my system. That's all I wanted to say. Well, okay then. I have something else to do. You don't have anything more to say, right? Yeah, I mean, that's all. Juliet nods and says goodbye, then quickly walks away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets out a heavy sigh. Good work there, that's one hell of a lot of old baggage I just let go, and a whole hell of a lot of new baggage I'm replaced with. Here's an interesting fact about our Romeo. During the whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's an old habit that he just can't let go of. To his relief, they'd been sitting during the whole conversation, so he could hide his tremor. Still, even though he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are still trembling. He has to wait a couple of minutes before he can walk away himself. So now, after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for our Juliet and her Romeo? Funnily enough, neither she nor Romeo ever mention it again. At least not to each other. Oh shit. Ooh. Bollocks. At least not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell other friends about his feelings for Juliet, but what about Juliet? Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with this revelation. He expected that she probably told some of her friends, as he had told his, but that doesn't. 24/7 a beat to relax. Studies her. That she probably told some of her friends, as he had told his, but that doesn't even matter. He tells himself, we're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, about shows they've watched and books they've read, but they never ever mention again the time when Romeo revealed his feelings to Juliet. At first, Romeo had thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of a big boulder inside his heart. As it turned out, it only transformed the boulder into a restless rock monster, asking for more. Eventually, he realises letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight. He wants to stare into her eyes and tell her he loves her. To Pluto and back. He wants to hear her say I love you too. He wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to a place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do all the good things in life together with her. And more than anything on earth, he simply wants her. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normally after that revelation? Does it mean his feelings mean nothing to her at all? The peak of his emotions comes one day when our hero has fallen asleep. Suddenly his body is drenched in sweat, his heart beats too fast, and his thoughts only run to one thing: Juliet. He wants... no. Nothing so prosaic. He needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, about the traditions, about their families, about anything. There's only one thing he needs to do tomorrow, and that is to confess his feelings again to Juliet. This time, however, he is going to ask her out. If she feels the same way, he will ask her to give it a try and fight the world together. He resolves that he is going to take a leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does the next time they meet. To be continued. Hey mate, you okay? You rolling about? Eh? Fine. What's up? Good boy. Eh? Good boy. Good lad. Eh? Baileys, I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Baileys, Lua. Thank you. Lua, are you still staying at a friend's house? Baileys, yeah. Lua, you're staying with me tonight? Baileys, huh? What about your roommate? Lua, she's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Bailey's fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Vanquish. Yep. Bailey's, we're leaving. Lua, thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. Bailey's, we're off then. Lua, see ya. Thank you for coming. Fire. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. Fire. I just pretend not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through it. Through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. Fire, what? It's not like that. It's just that... yeah, that was cold. Fire. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't. Oh, it's thingamajiggle, he needs his drink. Freya, whoa. Freya, get over there. Freya, this wolf. Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Freya, are you crazy? Can't treat a werewolf in a fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He must have his reasons for coming here. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Okay, brew pad's coming up. Brew pad's coming out. It's not there. It was tea. honey and milk, I think. I think. No, I don't think it was honey, was it? It wasn't. I think it was tea, ginger, milk. It's not that. It's definitely not that. Tea. Milk. I think I fucked it. We're gonna go with that. Fire? What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. Fire, this place survived. Thankfully, yeah. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Freya, good idea. Can you get back all right by yourself? Freya, I'll manage. Take care on your way back. Freya, you be careful too. See you tomorrow. See ya. That's a good night. I mean, bunch of stuff happened. I don't know if we're going to see Gala tonight. Coachella 2020, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with FIRE regarding immigration. FIRE regarding immigration. And the big headline is Weird Stein Company criticised for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. And on that note, on that note, I'm going to go to the toilet, folks. Give me a hot second and we'll be back. Thank you for joining me for now, and I'll be with you shortly. Welcome, ladies and gents, welcome back. Right then. Welcome. Freya. Good evening, Freya. Freya. Oh, hi. When was the last time you slept? Freya. I still sleep like a normal person, you know. I slept for 6 hours last night. Fair? No, I slept for 6 hours this week. That's not helpful. Get some rest, really. Fair, I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Fair. Oh, shut up. So, what's your plan now? Now, as in right at this moment, I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking, and after that, I'll continue riding. Freya. Oh well. You know where the bathroom is? Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. Freya, that is so weird coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just right here. Freya, no, I can't do that. You don't have any customers, do not. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. Freya, how can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? Freya, but... See, there's a customer coming right now. So don't you worry about me. Hey, it's Gala. Fair. Oh. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this is maybe pushing it a bit. Gala, Freya, Vanquish. I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Freya, Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. Don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties and no problems with the coffee shop. Gala, I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I'm sure there's something I can do. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Freya, hey, what do you mean? Gala, do you want anything to drink, Freya? No. It's alright, Gala. Gala, I insist. You don't have to. Gala, please accept it. At least it will help me stop feeling so guilty, at least. A little. Alright, alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee. Not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less of a kick. You know, I had to make a sugar and spice. The one with cinnamon. Yeah. A cup of sugar and spice, please. Okay, so coffee, cinnamon, coffee again, I guess. Is that it? Coffee, cinnamon, coffee. No, that's not a sugar and spice. So coffee, cinnamon. No. Okay. We're going for a coffee. Coffee, honey and cinnamon. Nice. Sugar and spices for lady voices. For a hey. Oh well, I won't complain. Fair. Thank you, Gala. Gala, don't mention it. Gala, Vanquish, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? Gala, I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. Freya, what kind of emergency? Gala. The hospital was really packed yesterday. After that announcement. Announcement? God, the one saying that a replacement government issued fury incentive will be available soon. Releasing that news on the day of a full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet. But the announcement said it wasn't ready, just that it was coming soon. God, you think people read the whole article? They only saw the headline or glanced at it at the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous. It's difficult for some people. I end up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in the isolation rooms. It was that bad, huh? Freya says. Yeah. To the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why at the end of my shift I left immediately. Normally I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of the isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed right back to my apartment, but it was too late. Thankfully I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place. Gala says. Gala, excuse me for asking this. Freya says. Gala, yeah. Freya. But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right? Gala, as far as I remember though, I didn't see any blood on my clothes. Freya, that's good to hear. Gala, this might sound overly confident considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone, as long as I have something to direct my fury towards. Usually I end up destroying stuff around me, or worst case, hurting myself. Despite all that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. Freya, always looking for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job? God, thanks both of you. I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to pay, if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away. Will do? Gala, in the meantime, can I order a drink? Sure, what are you having? Same as yesterday. Oh shit. Where is it? Whack up the roof head. It's not that one. It's Galahad. Tea, milk and ginger. Yeah. So, tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Yes. Love that. Here's your special brew. Gala, thank you. Gala, the drink that saved me. Once again, thank you. For helping me find this drink. Right, by the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that the drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put some in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere? Gala, that's the plan. It has to be warm though. I could use it as I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Freya. Gala, don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place on the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective the remedy is. Freya, phew. Freya, what the? Rachel? What's going on? Rachel? Huh? What else? Freya, your father? Rachel, of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella, just to get into an argument with my manager. Freya, huh? Rachel, before we continue, Vanquish, a calf latte, please. Will do, love, will do. I'll get the brew pad out. Don't you fucking worry. Right, a calf latte, coffee, milk. Coming right up, love. Coming right up. Milk. There you go, mate. The cafe latte's ready. Rachel, thanks. Right, before we continue that, we need to go to the top of the chill. Favourite things, food, anything warm and made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden. So Iron Maiden, I'm gonna guess. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. So is that meant to be like Full Metal Alchemist? What I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself. Rachel says, favourite things, I love my family, cats, milk and you. What I'm doing with my life, I've been dancing, singing and trying to achieve my dreams since I was 13. I'm not stopping now. That is that for that. But now we've got the stories, you know what I mean? We've got the part 2 of Mr. Romeo. Doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. After that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable. Almost afraid. Our hero isn't scared of much, but he can't explain how he makes him feel, how she makes him feel, as though she's surrounded by a fierce, powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade. When that sense of danger finally eases off, Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her. Cunningly, he waits until the end of the night class when both of them are ready to go home. Hey Jules, are you heading back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine, I'll just call an Uber. I have something I need to tell you though. His expression quickly changes to one Romeo's never seen before. Seeing an uncomfortable looking mixture between happy, sad and angry, he finds he doesn't know what to call it. She peers at him. What's it about? It's about, you know, the thing I told you a few months ago. The slight smile he saw when we first confessed his feelings returned to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically and they chat normally to fill the intervening time until they reach what she reveals be their destination, a large, dark, empty park. Oh, I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. Hey, what? You said you don't read or watch Game of Thrones? She side-eyes him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point, well made. Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly along the paths until they find a bench. Unspoken decision has them both sit down at the same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. The drive had been long and they'd driven slower than usual to stretch out their time together. The sky is bright with stars while the full moon hangs heavy on the horizon. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green. Growing things and far distant clouds teases them with the idea of rain before morning. It is, Romeo feels perfect, as though God had created it especially for them at this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars above them to meet his eyes. What do you want to talk to me about? And Romeo thinks, what the hell? And jumps right in. I told you I liked you, do you remember? Yeah. It was a lie. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo, you should not play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stopped liking you, and every day I like you more, and I don't think I can go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut, and he blinks rapidly. This is not what you thought she would say. What? Is it that obvious? No, but it was kind of easy to guess. Ah, okay, so, yeah, there's that. And... you know, when I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear my head. I wanted it to, but since then, it's haunted me. Why did I want that? I think of you and I see you and I want to talk to you. He continues, laying bare all the things he's been thinking of these past few weeks. Accumulating in an impassioned plea. I know it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand and squeezes it, feels the tremble in his fingers and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you. She begins, and his heart nearly bursts. I like you a lot, and not only as a friend, but you know that with our backgrounds and our families, it's impossible for us to be together. I know that, Juliet. I know, but I really like spending time with you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel so happy and so scared. Why would you feel scared? Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though whenever we're together it feels like I can only show all of my imperfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit quietly for a moment, still holding hands. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. It still feels weird. Our heroine muses almost to herself. You told me that you liked me, and I thought it could never work. And then you said the same, and I was disappointed somehow. And now here you are telling me to forget about the rules, and I'm the one saying they're important. Oh? Tell me about it. I don't even know where this is all coming from. You don't like what I like, and I don't like what you like. And please don't get me started on the fact that your favourite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? You mean The Secret? Yes. Oh God, please let's not talk about it now, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it, but if you know that a relationship won't go well, why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried, he sighs, squeezing her hand gently, but every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen to explosions in the sky, but you're what I think of whenever I do. You don't play video games as much as me, but you on my team is what I want the most whenever I play a multiplayer game. We pray to different gods, but your face is the one that appears whenever I pray for a good future. Juliet doesn't say anything. She just looks into his eyes while listening to everything. He's been keeping in his head and his heart for a long time. Before this, I always thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you here in this moment, stuck in an eternal limbo and in an infinite loop of this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. So that's the callback to the first bit. Neither Romeo nor Juliet speak for some time after that. They just keep staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but they surely feel something strange. Something magical is happening between them. Now a delicate thing which twists in the air around them, young and oh so fragile. Oh shit. Do you love me? Juliet quietly asks. I'm not sure, Romeo answers. But if it's not love, then I don't know what it is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? Because it is just love. You're such a weirdo. I don't know why I ever fell in love with you, says Juliet. Right at that moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart. A tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months. But then reality hits as suddenly the joy at everything happens in a single instant is just one moment. Romeo feels the greatest happiness and the greatest sadness he's ever felt in his life. Hey, might not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially your family, but if love is really that special, then maybe it will give us another chance to be together, even though maybe it can only happen in another life when we are both cats, says Romeo. Is that... Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you did that. That's hilarious that you said that. You know I hate that movie. It's a great movie. How did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them start to laugh together, continuing until all the laughter drains into simple smiles. A simple, beautiful curve on their lips that shows a deeper meaning, only for the two of them. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too, I guess, answers Julia. They sit closer now while holding hands. Juliet puts her head on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it? She asks. For now, right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as time goes by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time. That's why I want to make this moment last forever, if that's even possible. It's possible if we believe it. Is that what that weird book taught you? Last Roman. Shut up, Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent again for a while. Hey, kiss me. The words come from Juliet. Romeo doesn't really know how to react to that. Why? He asks. I've heard people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time, or take you to the future in an instant. I've heard that story. I always thought it was silly though. The situation we're stuck in is pretty silly too, you know. Good point. He allows. Well, made. So. They stare at each other. As they lean in, they close their eyes when their lips touch for the first time. It's the strangest sensation either of them have ever felt. Everything feels so magical. It feels as if time has stopped, only for them. As if they're in the infinite loop of the exact moment. To be continued. That's nice. It's a nice story, isn't it? How did he manage to get backstage? Rachel. He told security he was my father. And he messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came and... Don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz. It's mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Freya says. Rachel. Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Freya, did the concert go well at least? Rachel. Oh yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first, but there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Fair, nice. So, you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Rachel, not really. I did my stage time, and then there was the press conference after my show. Fair, after show press conference. Rachel, yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Fair, good for you. Fair, you're totally back in the game, huh? Rachel, I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. Fair, I would say it's because of you. But your manager's probably worked some of his influence too. Rachel laughs. Fair, so why are you here? Rachel, because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. Fair? What party? Rachel, he's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages at a club in Belltown. Fair? Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? Rachel, I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Fair? Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Rachel, not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager and it's his party. I'm not sure about that. Rachel, it's true. Fair. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Rachel, why? I'm gonna... Freya. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Rachel, well, no. You have? Freya, not personally. I've heard stories. Rachel, what stories? Freya, he knows how to party. Rachel, that's good then. Freya, that's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. Rachel, don't know what you're even talking about. Freya, you'll find out. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't know warm parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be a bit too far. Welcome. Oh, it's Daddykins. Hendry. Meow. What the hell? Rachel? Oh no. Dad? Freya? What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Rachel? Yeah. Dad? What happened? Vanquish, can you get a cup of milk for me, please? Just milk. Just milk. Hendry, yeah. Yep. Here. I love the way he's just tipped the milk over like, yeah, fuck it, we'll do that. Rachel, thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? Oh, they're on the way. Contacted the hospital. Oh, so her manager beat him up. Rachel, thank you. I've also contacted our Mimi expert person. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Rachel, thank you so much. I don't know what might have happened without your help. Gala, don't mention it. Gala, here they come. I'll go with you. Rachel, okay. Freya, ooh boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. Freya, 2 days in a row, an emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Freya, ha. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. Hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Freya, well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and place them. Will do. We love that. The Spice Lady, a British chocolate drink, extremely popular in the 90s. So that, I'd take it, is cocoa and cinnamon. By the looks of it. Just cinnamon, maybe. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella will go on. And then a big headline for 4th of October is police raid on a private Coachella after party. Biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. Ooh. So that's got to be the party that she was going to go to, right? Oh. Okay. Hey Pop. Georgie, good evening everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight. Hang on Georgie, we'll get back to you lad. Favourite things, family, music, what I'm doing with my life, trying to be a better father while running my console. That's nice, don't it? So far so good, officer. Fair. The cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop? I'm not so sure about that. Georgie, hey. I'm working right now. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. Georgie, that's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Vanquish. I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. Can do, lad. Can do. Get a good coffee in you. Bit of coffee. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. Georgia, hey. You and your sense of humour. Your espressos are always out of this world. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. Not a competition, officer. Georgie, it is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Freya say anything special to that? Georgie, surprisingly no. Gotta make sure this place is safer. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yeah, I was. And some crazy things happened here. 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me a first-hand experience. To use in my story. Georgie, still fretting over your story, yeah? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Giorgio, yeah? How's it going? Fair. Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Georgie, best of luck then. Fair. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? Georgie, for the werewolves case? I spoke to Garland about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Georgie, some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a lot of problems. He helped a lot getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him can't do anything anymore. I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Just thought I do need to do that thing on Big Whizzlebot. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Is that what this one's called? I need to... Yeah. Heal. There we go. Georgie, hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. Fair, I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? Georgie, I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. Well, what? Georgie, yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but he wouldn't be able to walk it, not in that state. Georgie, so far that's all I know. Rachel. Fair, Rachel. Rachel. Is Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark. Hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, hot chocolate, chocolate, hot chocolate, chocolate, all the chocolate, chocolate. Yeah, boy. Oh, hot chocolate's ready. Rachel, thank you. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse. Right, he's doing okay then? Rachel, it'll take a few days before he fully recovers. But no permanent injuries we need to worry about. Right, that's good to hear. Rachel, no. But still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted to do was protect me. Right, Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offence, but it's okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital. Rachel, his friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit, so I told Dad I'm going to visit Coffeetalk. Oh, so that's what this cafe is called. It's called Coffeetalk, to get some fresh air. Right, he's okay with that? Rachel, he understands. He always does, I guess. Georgie, it's Rachel. What really happened last night? Rachel, Dad got into a fight with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways. Right, oh, so it wasn't the manager. Rachel, he didn't like that, of course, so he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs. Why did he morph? Rachel, so people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify and managed to find the thugs. Freya, are they fans of yours? Rachel, no. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Oh, they do? Okay. Freya, what? Jordan, oh boy. Rachel, the reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night. How did it all connect up? Rachel, they missed Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? Yeah. Rachel, well, that's what they were doing, and that was the topic of discussion. Rachel, so there's that. Sorry to hear that, Rachel. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for. Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. Rachel, I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mum was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? Rachel, but I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. Georgia, it might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Rachel, guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Rachel, thank you very much. What a weekend. Georgia, pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Overall, things are still safe around here, but even with that, never let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgia. Georgia, okay then? See ya. Are you going to leave as well? Fair? Fair? I don't think so. I've had enough rest, and I have stories to write. You're not tired? Fair? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Yeah, alright. I won't bother you then. Fair? Oh, you'll never bother. Besides, this whole book project never have existed well at this place, and you. So, thank you. Pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time to chit chat. You've got a book to finish. Freya laughs. No problem, boss. Sorted. Two weeks later. Right, we have headlines. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. And initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. And then the big one, Coachella Festival proves to be major boost for Seattle tourism. Oh, we're going to leave it there, folks. That's where we're leaving it today. Well guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow, and I'll also be streaming on Christmas Eve as well. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm trying to think. I think it's going to be a coffee talk, maybe UFC as well. I'm trying to like no wait, I did do a viewer's choice, so it's going to be viewer's choice tomorrow, and then not New Year's Eve. Fucking hell, that's like a week or 2 weeks. No, it's about a week, isn't it? Week and a half. But yeah, so viewer's choice tomorrow, and then Christmas Eve. Trying to have a little think, you know what I mean? I've got some ideas bubbling about. I wanna do a sports game, and I really did enjoy my time with UFC, so I'm thinking UFC. I want to try and do a series called Fighting Fridays. Fight Friday Fight Fest, you know what I mean? Something like that. And I want to do fighting game for that stream. Whether it be something like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you know, something. What I'm focusing on that day, kind of thing. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that then. So tomorrow it's gonna be viewer's choice, and then the day after, I think it might be UFC, or if the lads want to play some games, we might hop on and play some games with the boys. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Again, there's a link going in the chat. If you haven't donated, please consider donating. This link will be going until the new year, a few weeks down the line. Basically, we're going to raise the £200, and then I'm going to shut off the thing, send it to them. It's going to be great, guys. So, if you guys can donate any time between now and the end of January, that'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome to see. Also, please go over to b3hole.shop. We have our Love Is For Everyone collection out right now, our live collection, but we also have our Feeling Upside Down collection. The Feeling Upside Down collection, if you buy anything from that collection, then 30% of the profits from that item that you bought will be going to the NSPCC. So it's a beautiful collection. It's about mental health, you know, and it's so important that if you feel upset, unwell, please speak about it. All it takes is for you to reach out to someone and ask them if you can speak to them. Just do that. Help yourself, right? Don't sit there, don't bubble things up, don't let it get to you like that. Do the best thing that you can be. We're all doing our best in life, and it's so important to talk about these things. So please, again, with this channel, it is a safe space. If things have went badly in your life and you need to get it off your chest, please use the chat to express this. Yes, it might come across as sad for some people, but the important thing is it's getting it off your chest. We don't want you sitting at home bubbling things up and no one listens to you, because if no one listens to you, you're going to be more upset, you're going to be angry. So just know that people will be listening in this chat. You are safe here, you are safe to speak about your issues, and I will listen. So please make yourself at home whenever you're in the chat, whenever you're in the channel and watching, and just know that this place is for everyone, unless you're an obed. That's what I say. Just be great, keep doing your best, and keep pushing forward. Don't let every little thing get onto you, get on your nerves, get on your plate. Like, don't let it happen. Just take things one at a time. Deal with an issue and then deal with another. It's kind of like how I'm doing with credit at the minute. Is I'm taking one thing at a time and just keep doing that, guys. So please, if you would love to support a lovely cause, which is the NSPCC, but also support our business, then please go over to b3hold.shop, the Feeling Upside Down collection, where everything, 30% of profits go to the NSPCC. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I've been Vanquish, and as per usual, stay blessed and be whole, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the viewer's choice. Get over to Vanquish0121 on Twitter in like 10 minutes, and the poll should be up. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Stay blessed. Be whole. Bye bye.